This morning I am headed to Sassari to get my hair done. So I was going to take the bus, but my friend Gio has offered to drive as he's heading in that direction. Come with me. You can hear what I'm leaving behind, the heartbreak. And here comes my ride. So we made it to Sassari and things are just starting to wake up here. Granted, it's only 20 past 8 and it is Saturday morning. I must say I do like tree-lined streets, and this is quite pretty, this one. For those of you who don't know, Sassari is the second largest city in Sardinia after Cagliari, and the largest city in the northern part of Sardinia. There are around about 120,000 people, I believe, living here. So, you know, it's got everything a city needs to have. So it's nice to be 25 minutes away from the city. And I'm just walking into a place where I'm gonna have some breakfast and wake up, because I feel like I just got out of bed. I've always had a connection to cities, loved living in cities, especially really, really big ones. I lived in Shanghai in China, and I lived for many, many years in Melbourne, Australia. London as well. Melbourne has around, I think it's 6 million people, and Shanghai has the entire population of Australia, which is like 28, 30 million people. So I've lived in some very big cities before, and I absolutely love them. This is obviously a city on the smaller side, but I still really appreciate having a city to go to, and I kind of see the beauty in every city that I go to, so I like it. Look how crazy this tree growth is over the buildings. The people who live in there must be, I don't know, a bit pissed to have the trees right in their windows, but part of the beauty of Italy is not really having things very organized. That building on the corner there is one of my favorites. The fact that it's built on a corner and that top balcony, like seriously, how cool would it be to have that? I love the signs, this top sign in Italy. If someone can explain it to me, why there's an arrow that says all the directions, like all the ways that way. So we're currently on Via Napoli, changes its name at this street here and becomes Giovanni Amendola. And right across the road is where I'm headed. This is Naturalia. They list it as a gelateria, but it's got lots of good croissants and things to just have for breakfast, basically. So you can sit out front, or you can go in. No gelato at this time of the year. So here you basically just take a seat, and then they come and ask you for your order. So I've just ordered, and they will bring it over to me shortly. So here we have a very traditional Italian breakfast, cornetto alla marmellata, and here I'm not drinking espresso. This is what is called a ginseng. I'm having it amaro, which means bitter or without sugar. And yeah, that's what I'm having this morning. Really healthy, filling breakfast. Buon appetito. Alright, now that I've got something in my belly, I'm gonna go and get these roots done. I got a little breakfast for the hairdressers, Ivano and Maria Augusta. They're awesome. Like most cities, people live in high rises, but in Sassari, I guess because it's a little city, you get little high rises. So there's only like 7 or 8 floors, I would say tops. Now for those of you who aren't aware, I am like not particularly comfortable filming in public. Like, this is a big deal for me. I think right now, because it's Saturday morning, there aren't too many people around. I don't mind filming myself. I don't mind talking to the camera. That is not an issue whatsoever. But when people are seeing me film myself, that makes me uncomfortable. So when I was in the cafe before, I really didn't love that people saw me film myself, so I did it really quickly. But I know in today's world it's absolutely normal to see someone walking holding a camera up to their face and talking and filming. I think the other factor is that I'm speaking in English and I don't look particularly Italian, so you stand out a little bit more, right? Case in point, there's a man right across the street who's just like staring at me. And here we are at my Salon, Imalo. This is where I go to get my hair done. Ciao, buongiorno.
Che ne so, un'azienda che Ciao!
And just like that, we are blonde. Okay, so now that my hair is all done, I have a little bit of time before the bus comes. I'm hungry, so I want to go get something to eat. Question is, what do I want to eat? One thing I love about eating around here is that there are several kebab stores. Now, while it might not be the healthiest choice, it is meat and it is fun and it is spicy and it's different, so I love that. Okay, so I just went past the kebab store and it is closed, so that is not going to be the first stop. Fruit shops. They do these in China as well. Beautiful. When I come into the city, there are always things at the larger supermarkets that I cannot find in my small town. So I'm gonna go to the supermarket right now. Gosh, I'm hungry. Might be a mistake. I'll probably walk away with way too much stuff. But for example, peanut butter. Can I get peanut butter in Novi? So I come to the supermarket to buy the few things that I cannot get there. So let's see what this is like. Ciao. Okay, so we're going to the Conad. And when you come in, you're going downstairs to the lower ground first. But you follow like a passage. You go down, you go around, then you go up, and then you go through the checkouts. So fruit, veg, meat, fish at the back. There's always like your health food section. So this has all of the dried fruits and nuts and things like that, which I love. I really do love dried fruit. Let's grab a basket. basket is obviously a dangerous choice because you don't know how much you're going to end up with by the end. And keep in mind, I have to carry this all the way back to Novi. One thing I always buy here is goat's milk. I can't find full cream in my town, so I buy it here. Love English breakfast tea. No, I don't drink coffee, even though I live in Italy. Total guilty pleasure, totally junk food, protein bars. We've got deli here, meat, cheese, and more cheese, and more cheese. This cheese here is famous in Sardinia. It's called Ferretta. It's delicious. Very, very creamy. Meat. Lots and lots of pork in Italy as well. Chicken. That's horse. And don't forget the wall of booze. There's always plenty of wine to choose from in Italy. I don't really buy perishables when I'm in the city just because I never know how long I'm going to be here. So I just keep it simple and go with things that I know won't go bad. Peanut butter way up the top. I don't know about you, but I always check labels. It's how I roll. So we are looking for ingredients, 100% peanuts. Some of you asked on my last video if I was a carnivore, and while I did do carnivore for 3 years and I did keto for like 7, I am not carnivore. I have meat, I have fruit, I have all animal dairy products. I occasionally drink alcohol, as you saw in my last video. And what else? Snacks like nuts. Once you're done downstairs, you head back up to the ground floor. A little busy today. Yikes. So then we've got all of the cosmetic-y stuff. Oh, I need toothpaste. No fluoride in my toothpaste. No fluoride. No biacidyl titanium. No SLS. It's got no parabens, no gluten, no lactose. Zinc hydroxapatite. And it's got xylitol. 2 very good things for your teeth. There's like a whole pharmacy section up there. Actually says farmacista. I bought some socks here recently. They were pretty good. So all in all, I have got what I need. Even though I'm hungry, I'm making it through. I've got my peanut butter, I've got my latte di capra, I've got some dried fruit. Ooh, I got some chocolate, toothpaste, and tea. Dried fruit. Just some lovely little extras for my life. For a country that is the best in the world for gelato, they have a lot of options in the freezer as well. Pizza. Now, why would you do this? You live in Italy. Why? Why would you do that? Well, I said I don't buy perishable things. I've just bought a frozen item, so it's the first time I've done that. So we'll see how that goes. I shouldn't be out for too long. Okay, time to get out of here. There's so many people in the supermarket right now. If there's anything that you want me to show you, please let me know, because I'll put it in another video. Check out with lots of people. Check out with fewer people. Okay, I have a bag. we scan. In the bag. Now we pay.
Sono due uguali queste.
Okay, we got that. That's okay. And off you go. Still hungry. Still looking for food. Will the kebab store be open now? Kebab store is open. Very happy. Let's go in. Okay. And this is what I'm getting, the top one there, piadina.
Like
Okay, what do you recommend?
in Saturdays it's okay.
Okay.
And then after if you like a white cabbage,
Yeah.
okay. Some tomatoes if you like or no.
No tomatoes. No. I like a bit spicy.
Spicy, yes, I
So
will put
yeah. Okay.
some olives.
Okay.
This is a eggplant with little bit chili also.
Okay. Let's go.
And we have also steamed potatoes. Chili potatoes, girl.
Are they good?
Yeah, this is
Okay. Let's try. I've never had potatoes in a kebab before. Yeah.
It's good. If you like, I will put in some corn.
Not today. No. Okay.
Hot sauce is good.
Is good?
Yes, good. But also in the
Okay.
I will put a hot sauce. It's very delicious then.
I trust you. Alright, this is the kebab. It looks amazing. I love spicy food, but there is no denying that when I eat spicy, everything runs. Getting the yogurt sauce is a perfect blend to have with the chili. I have never had olives in a kebab before, and it's a great choice. My nose is running, but my taste buds are in heaven. Oh my god, I just hit the roasted potatoes and so good. I feel very satisfied right now. It was delicious, absolutely a good choice. When I sat there eating the kebab, I was actually reflecting on the conversation that I'd had with the guy who sold me the kebab when I was a little girl. And my dad would have conversations with people, ask them questions about themselves and want to know more. And I always got I got two things. I got impatient because I didn't have the interest, I didn't have the curiosity in the person. And I also got embarrassed because I was like, why is my dad asking all these stupid questions? Why would he want to know all these things? As soon as I became a young adult, I was exactly the same. This whole time that I've been in Sardinia, the very first thing people ask me is, why? Why did you move here? I'm standing there looking at this man from Pakistan, and I'm like, how did you come to be here? Like, from Pakistan to here? I'm asking him exactly the same question that everybody is asking me. What the hell are you doing in Sardinia? How did you come to be here? Anyway, so now I have got my hair done. I have eaten. I have been to the supermarket. So now I'm just free. That store over there, they repaired my mobile phone when it broke. For those of you who are interested in seeing a little bit more of Sassari, let me know. There is a video that I'll link here, so if you want to check it out, please go and do so. This is a church in the center of town. I wonder how my frozen salmon is going. I might be eating salmon for dinner tonight. I'm in the center of Sassari right now. And if we head up this street, we are going to hit the famous Piazza d'Italia. I love that they have these olive trees lining the streets down here. And you can see they've got lights on them so at night they light up, which I love. They host a lot of events in the piazza. Walking around and filming will have people thinking that I'm totally a tourist, which in many ways I am, because I'm not from here. But also, I'm a little bit on the fairer side of things, so people just assume that I have no Italian heritage, but I do. I'm definitely not Sardinian. And right now, in Sardinia, it's a time for more Germans, so people probably think I'm German. And right as I said that, a couple of Germans just walked past me taking photos. But let me show you the piazza. So it's a pretty big square. They're obviously setting up or taking down the scaffolding for an event. It's got a very grand feeling about it. I really do like it here. And at the top of the piazza, there is Via Roma, which is probably one of the most famous streets in Sassari. And given that my bus is that away, I'm gonna head up Via Roma in the direction of my bus. Given that it is 1 o'clock, people are either closing up for lunch and they'll reopen later, or they're just kicking things off. Another great tree that they grow on this street, like for example, right there and right there, mandarin trees. So when it's the season for it, there are these big full trees of mandarins. These buildings across the street are just so lovely. Like, look at the work they've done on the outside. It's a pity they haven't restored them. This is a lovely building, like so pretty. Pastel, so nice. Look at this doorway. That's riding a horse through a door. Very grand. Such a nice vibe here right now. Such a nice vibe. Okay, everyone knows I'm without a car, right? Maybe this is my solution. Oh, look how cute it is. Oh, it's a Renault. Why not, hey? This is the official smart car. Very cute. Just a lot of big grand buildings on the street. It's another beautiful building. I really love this building too. Probably mostly because I like the color mustard. It's just such a standout. Love the messages on the wall. Fuck that shit. And this is the bus stop.